Are you guys stuck at low trophies in Clash Royale like 2,500 or even less? I mean, come on guys, it's the big 2025. We can't be getting countered by recruits or P.E.K.K.A. Like, seriously, these cards are not good anymore. Like, they're really not. You guys just gotta learn to be better. And that's why I'm here, to teach you, to make you guys better. We can't be losing to P.E.K.K.A. Which, like, I don't even know, bro. Like, what are you guys even losing to? These are so easy. Today I'm gonna be playing on my mini account, which is not over leveled. Matter of fact, it's probably under leveled. And I'm gonna be showing you guys how to play perfect defense with perfect counterattacks so that you're winning every single game. Today I'm gonna be putting the goals of this video, what we want to learn, on the right side, and I will be putting my stats and how far I am in trophies on the left side of the screen. So without any further ado, let's get into the actual video. Alright, so I didn't want to record my voice while playing the games, so that way I can kind of like zoom in and edit the video and show you guys a little bit more of my thought process, as well as maybe pausing it sometimes to explain my thoughts. As you can see, my account's not over leveled by any means. Like, I don't even have like one level 9 card. It's Valkyrie, and it's like average 2.9, so pretty quick cycle here. Not over leveled by any means. This is probably the best way to win though, because if you're playing P.E.K.K.A. and it's not over leveled, you're probably gonna lose more games than you will win. So I queued up my first game. It was against this guy. His name was Definitely, and right off the rip, he placed a battle ram. So I placed a Valkyrie and skeletons on it, which was actually not optimal because I couldn't do anything for the mini P.E.K.K.A. he put on the right lane. It's okay to take a little bit of damage off the beginning because you can normally make it back if you're playing decent. I just didn't have the right cards in cycle. Like, if I would have been able to use skeletons on the mini P.E.K.K.A. and then had the cannon up, that would have been optimal. But we didn't. It's okay though, we just have to adjust. So I just waited, just storing elixir, guys. It's all you gotta do. Just store the elixir up because you wanna get a good push. But anyways, you could just play cards in the back like me. I just played like the skeletons. And then good default to go to is normally Valkyrie, because a lot of people in these arenas, they use Witch, like a lot of them. So Valkyrie's a good counter to Witch, even if the Witch is on the defense. But I just played the Musketeer in the back, just getting something going. So he ended up playing, I didn't know he had the Skelly Dragons. Now, if you didn't know, Musketeer counters pretty much all types of dragons, but if you watch what I did here, I just placed the Electro Spirit so that it would electrocute it. It would also kite the Valkyrie over, and then I was able to fireball with enough elixir for a Hog Rider and a Zap, which is a very good push, as you can see. He just skeleton armies, bro. No discipline. And then I can just zap and get so much free damage. And just like that, the lead he had no longer exists. The battle's now even again. So he instantly places mini P.E.K.K.A. because he's terrible at the game. Everyone down here is. And 3 skeletons doesn't fully counter a mini P.E.K.K.A., but it's like close. So I just played the cannon. At this point, I wasn't sure if he had Hog Rider or some sort of like crazy win condition that he was gonna throw. But with a deck like this, if you need to, like if he played Hog, I could have just cycled back to the cannon so fast because it's so cheap. So anyways, it turns to double elixir. So now I can just get something going. Look what I did. It's the Valkyrie in the back and then the Musketeer right behind it. So I had a bunch of extra elixir. So if you watch, I played the E-Spirit with the Hog Rider. This is a really good strategy because if they play pretty much anything swarmy like that, I can also just fireball those. I just fireballed them, right? Because it's a super positive elixir trade. But I play the Electro Spirit in case he Skarmies right there. Now, why he would Scar me into a, Valkyrie, I don't really know. But he didn't anyways. Now the Musketeer, and now you could see he just like, I don't know what's that gonna do. I don't really understand the thought process. He just Skarmied. I just don't understand it, man. Anyways, he plays Battle Ram left, which doesn't actually connect to the cannon, unfortunately, but it's okay. I just zapped it because I already cycled back to zap. That's how quick this deck is. Anything below 3, you could just cycle so quick. Again, fireball the barbarians. It's just a super. It's not positive, I guess, or yeah, it is. It's 1 elixir positive. It's 1 elixir positive, but it also just pretty much wipes their entire push. Now look, did you see that? The E-Spirit almost took out the Skarmy, but it takes some time, so the Hog Rider was almost dead. So in order to get the 1 hit, I just had to zap, which again, I was already cycled back to it. Now for this, the Battle Ram, like the cannon is your main portion of defense because all the guys, all the troops he puts down will go to it. They'll go to it no matter what. Now I could just Valkyrie Hog Rider, still have enough for Zap, for bats, minions, and he just didn't have enough elixir. Or maybe he did and he gave up. I don't really know. But that was GG's on the first game. He was able to win pretty easy. Now for the first point on the right side of the screen, good defense. You want to always remember that cannon will bring troops to it. So you also want, you don't just want to place the cannon, you also want to protect the cannon as well. Which is why placing cheap things like skeletons, E-Spirit, you can also play like the, you could play the, what's it called? The Freeze Spirit, I'm sorry. You play a Freeze Spirit as well, but I just used the E-Spirit because it's a little more beneficial in these lower ranks, and it was a higher level than my E-Spirit. But anyways, we queued up the next game, and we're going against Nicole. So I normally wait for the opponent to see, and he plays the first card. I always wait for the opponent to play the first card unless it gets to like a super late time in the game, which I'll play. I just don't, if he plays, then we have the counter push. Like, we have the counter push right away. So he plays the Skeleton Dragons. I just E-Spirit to freeze them up a little bit. And the Musketeer counters those super duper easy. Now I can Hog Rider, and I have enough elixir for the Zap. That's going to be our main push here, is Hog Rider Zap. Even though I Hog Ridered into the Valkyrie, the Musketeer, for one, is not dead, so it's still going off. And two, the Valkyrie alone can't stop the Hog Rider. It can do damage to it, but it's not going to fully stop it from getting a hit. But he tombstones in the back, I fireball it. It's a 3 for 4, but then I get the tower damage, right? So I mean, it's still good elixir trade. Elixir trades is another really good thing to good defense and good counterattacks. And honestly, not overcommitting. That goes to all of them. Having good elixir trades. You don't want to use 20 elixir on like a 7 elixir card if you can. Like that, prevent that at all costs. That's like, an elixir management is the other thing. Those are like the two probably biggest factors. But anyways, Valkyrie Musketeer, signature move here. He plays Wizard and he plays Witch, which is a little bit over leveled. It's level 10. Anyways, I just fireball into it, and the zap fireball combination will normally kill the Witch unless you're like super duper underleveled, which my fireball was a little underleveled when I was in these earlier games. It wasn't like super underleveled, you know, but like it was enough that it wouldn't one tap the Witch after a zap. But the Musketeer got the shot, so we were all good. Now this guy just likes playing Royal Hogs with Bomber, I assume because he thinks I'm going to place a Skarmy, which obviously I'm not. Just play the cannon, and it fully counters with the Valkyrie. Now we have a little bit of a counterattack. The Tombstone's not going to get very much damage on the Valkyrie, if any, because the Tombstone doesn't spawn quick enough. But as you can see there, I just fireballed everything, because he puts it all so close together. It's so much value for one spell. That's another thing you guys really want to focus on, is your value for your spells and stuff like that. His Valkyrie almost connects, but I do prevent it. I think I messed the cannon placement up just a slight bit. But I did just eat the hogs on the right side, because it doesn't really matter when the time's getting low. We just need to focus one tower. So if he's evening the tower's health out, it doesn't do anything, because I'm still winning. So fireball the Tombstone. A little bit of a bad move there, because he did place the Witch like immediately after, as well as the Valkyrie, which does unfortunately end up killing the Musketeer. I was getting a little nervous at this point, but the Musketeer, the Valkyrie cleaned that up pretty well. And then all I have to do is just wait. A little bit late of a fireball here, but as you can see, I mean, we're keeping the Musketeer alive, and the Musketeer is really good. It just in lower ranks in general, the Musketeer is super overpowered. It counters a lot of stuff. Like, I can't emphasize it enough, dude. It counters so much stuff. So anyways, he's just kind of trying to defend here. He's got the Tombstone, and then he's got Wizard and Valkyrie. Super easy to counter. Now, as you can see, the Hogs, he puts them down, so I just Valkyrie on the other lane. Not something I wanted to do, but already cycled back to the cannon, so could just play another cannon. It's a little bit far back, but it did protect me from the Hogs. Protect me from the Hogs and the Skelly Dragons a little bit. The Bomber does get one hit there. I didn't like that, but I was able to just Valkyrie straight on that Witch. That is so optimal, because the Witch doesn't have a lot of health. Her skeletons are the main thing protecting her. So just Valkyrieing straight onto it is such a good play, because, I mean, obviously unless there's like a P.E.K.K.A with it or something, you know. But I just did that. I played the Hog Rider in attempt to get him to the tower. It didn't work. He placed a Tombstone. He went Hogs right lane again. So all I gotta do is just Valkyrie, Musketeer on the left side. And then that should counter the, yep, should counter those dragons really well. Then we get Hog Rider, and I have the zap up. He just tombstoned again. So I'm just getting free fireball damage on this guy's tower. Literally just free fireball damage over and over and over and over. In these low ranks, your spells aren't going to do a ton of damage. So, like, for instance, if I was on my main, my fireball would be doing over 200 easy because it's a high level. But in these low ranks, spell cycling, it still works because the towers have lower HP. So don't think just because, oh, the towers have lower HP, I can't spell cycle them. No, you definitely can, and that'll definitely win you the game. Because, I mean, look, I'm just playing defense. I'm literally just playing cannon, you know, basic defense. And then one more fireball would have had his tower. But we made it to tiebreaker, and I won by, like, a landslide. Absolute landslide, which was super easy, super nice win. And, yeah, 32 trophies. So after this, I was feeling pretty confident. My win to loss was getting, like, pretty crazy on this account because I had lost basically, like, 0 games. So, and I played, like, over 80, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, queued into the next game, insta-queue against Samuel 7 for our rank up game to the next arena. So I was waiting, just played the Electro Spirit, get a little bit of chip there. Okay, his tower was actually level 8, so it does make it. If his tower's 1 higher than your spirit, it won't make it. But anyways, a lot of fireball value there. He instantly goes for the push. So I just zapped. See, there's the fireball zap combo. It works on the witch basically every time, unless you're a little bit underleveled. And then the cannon. Cannon just cleaned it up. Really easy. And here, my musketeer, I thought it was gonna win because it was a higher level by 1. But they just ended up canceling each other out. So, anyways, I was just waiting for some elixir. I had the Hog Rider and the Electro Spirit, played those together. So if there's a Skarmy, look at that. Look at that. I haven't even watched this part of the video back yet. It didn't like obviously fully get it because the Electro Spirit only does so many. But it allowed me to get 2 hits, probably 2 more hits than I would have if I didn't do anything. So, anyways, played the Valkyrie straight in the middle of all of it. Valkyrie's a tank, I can't lie. She has a lot of health. And just cleaned everything up. It's a 4-4. Let me see, which is 5 in the... So 2, so 7. 4 for 7. That's pretty crazy. Now I'm ahead in Elixir by like a ton. Elixir counting is a thing you'll learn like when you're way higher up. But you can get like the basic, you know what I mean? If he plays basically 10 Elixir right away and you counter it with 5, then you're pretty much 5 ahead. You know, you can do the math in your head. But anyways... Just a little spirit there, because I was waiting so I could Hog Rider zap. Last time, you know, I did the, oh, here, wait a second. Cannon that. Don't think it fully counters, because Royal Giant does do quite a bit, but there's the zap. Didn't get it in time, unfortunately. I just had to, like, E-Spirit Skeletons his Royal Giant a little bit. Still ahead on damage by so much. But yeah, like, the first time I played... And look, I'm eating the goblins. I'm literally eating those because what's it gonna do? The towers are still evened out. Both of my towers. He's not gonna take both. But anyways, I wanted to Hog Rider zap that time because previously I did Hog Rider E-Spirit. So he saw me waste my E-Spirit and he probably figured, oh, this guy's gonna not have a counter to my Skarmy. Nothing left. But I had zap. So then it kind of think it canceled out because I was defending the Royal Giant, but it's okay. Here he plays a little bit aggressive, actually really aggressive. So many goblins. So that was like 5 elixir right there for 2. My zap was 2, bro. 2 elixir. 2 elixir for 5. I just instantly defensive cannon again in case he Royal Giants. I should have known. I mean, he's not cycling that quick, but the defensive cannon's always okay because they either have to spell it or they got to play their troops directly into it. And since I already had his tower, that made for a really quick, easy win. Didn't even have to go to overtime for the last 28 trophies. So now I made it to Arena 9. Oh, wait, what? Never mind. I had 1 more game. My bad. The numbers are all weird down here. It's not to the 500. It's to the, okay. Well, whoops. A little bit of an oversight there. 1 more game now, actually, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe 2. Dude, I don't even know. I don't even remember. I recorded this a little bit ago. But, anyways. Just waiting for him to place a card. He places Spear Goblins in the back, so I just take the free zap damage. And zap will... If your zap is the same level as Goblins, it'll one-tap him. But with minions, it's got to be like 3 levels above. So if you do zap minions or minion horde or whatever, just be careful because it's not going to fully kill him. It'll get him low, but it won't fully kill him. But anyways, he does like a double lane push here. A lot of people tend to do this for some reason in these arenas. I don't really know why. Like, y'all don't need to be... I get the bait and switch maybe mid-game, but I'm not entirely sure I understand just doing it right from the beginning. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, again, good fireball value there. 4, 4, 7, because 3 for the knight. And 5 for the witch. A lot of people struggle with defending witch after it, actually. And I've seen a lot of people in low level or low trophies, like witch is like their op. Like, it's horrible. So bad for them. Anyways, that was bad timing. I placed it like at the same time that freaking bomber went down. That was so bad. I can't even lie, that was just unlucky timing. So I musketeer in the back, because musketeer is like basically the firecracker, but in these lower things. You get it in the back and you just get it to sit back and just do chip damage and just slowly whittle everything away. Then I was able to just play Valkyrie right in the middle of all of it. And now, pretty sure that the musketeer actually kills the knight here. Yeah, he offensive hog ride, or really like aggressively hog riders the other lane. So I just do a cannon combo. I think he got 1 hit here. Yeah, he did. He got 1 hit. That was a little bit unfortunate. Sometimes their hog rider will be like, it'll vary like 8 and 9. Like, even though it's 1 level, it'll still sometimes mess stuff up. Anyways, I zapped here. He was actually ahead in damage because he was spamming pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie. He was spamming pretty hard, and then he just like he puts the knight down there. So anyways, I just Valkyried. My Valkyrie was, I think it's the highest level. It's 9, so it's definitely my most overpowered card, especially because it's the tank, right? So having a high level tank is super duper optimal. Then I just hog ridered. See, but like right there, if you look at that, the fireball zap combo didn't work on the level 9 witch because my fireball was 7 at the time, which was not good. But the E-Spirit was able to clean it up. E-Spirit for the clutch. And as you saw, the musketeer was chipping from the right. It was chipping. Took, again, more damage than I wanted. This guy is being really offensive on that left lane. I, for some reason, kept thinking he was going to do something on the right. But anyways, I'm just going to eat the Valkyrie. Don't really care too much because, yeah, I'm not too concerned. Zap all that. Good value. Musketeer actually locks onto the witch there and ends up killing it, which is super lucky. Then I was able to Valkyrie in the middle of this. It's going to chip away at that hog rider, get the knight and the skeletons. So very good. Another thing you guys really want to like pay attention to and work on is spacing your troops out. Don't play a musketeer, Valkyrie, and cannon right in the middle. Y'all, you don't do that. Only the cannon needs to be in the middle. Because if you put all your stuff too close together, oh, that spell is going to destroy you. I promise. It will, 100% of the time. But look, I'm defending my cannon on defense. That's the strategy. I'm playing that Valkyrie to protect it from those spear goblins. I'm playing that musketeer to protect it from the mega minion. The more value that cannon gets, the more positive of an elixir trade it is. And plus, look, he plays that, seeing that the health's almost 0, and I just instantly cannon again. Like, it's that OP. I kept the cannon alive so long, I was able to cycle back to it so freely. I actually wasn't ahead in damage here, so I had to be really careful with that 1 minute left that I get like the maximum amount of damage. So he witches, so I'm going to take that fireball on the tower straight away. And even though, again, it's like low damage, you know, I'm in a lower arena, the cards don't do as much damage, it's still damage, and it's still on the tower. So right here, I had to be super careful because, like, look, his Valkyrie he got so much stuff on that left lane before I could defend it. So I'm behind, you know, decent, what is that, 500? He hog riders right lane. That was a big mistake from him. I don't know why he did that, because now I'm super freely able to just hog rider back. He made the push on the wrong side because, like, these people down here, bro, they keep doing lane splits when it's not, you don't need to be lane splitting. Look, I zap everything and it's dead. Now my Valkyrie is not on the tower, but the hog rider was, which got me a ton of damage. I could just cannon again. The skeletons and E-Spirit, and to be honest, I don't even know what took that tower. I'm gonna be honest, but I would have won. So I was kind of BMing there. I'm not gonna lie. I was BMing because I didn't like how he played. So I'm just ranking up so fast. I mean, we started this at like 2000 something, and we're still at 2000 something, but I mean, I can't make this video forever, right? I can't make it from 2000 to 500 or 2500 to 5000. Like, I can't do that in one video. But anyways, I'm just queuing games as fast as I can. I can see in this guy's banner, he's a Prince player. I mean, he has the badge. Doesn't mean he's gonna play Prince, but like, it's always take that as a hint, you know, they might be a Prince player. They might have Prince in their deck, because any info you can get on their deck, you can use against them. Anyways, took a pretty decent amount, pretty hefty amount of damage there from those Royal Hogs. But then look, I mean, like the counter attack. Look how good this looks. He's boosting the Valkyrie, the Hog Rider. Like, he can't, he's out of elixir. He wasted all of his elixir right there off the beginning. And then for some reason, I'm sure he had more cards to play than that P.E.K.K.A. He P.E.K.K.As. Like, he waited for the 7 elixir. Dude, even still, I think I would have been able to zap whatever he put down. But like this right here is definitely quite a bit intimidating, you know, when you see those two troops coming at you. But look, all I did was E-Spirit, and then I separated my Musketeer from the cannon. If my Musketeer was on that cannon, it was either going to get fireballed to death, or the P.E.K.K.A. was just going to one-tap it. Since I put it more closer to the Princess Tower, the P.E.K.K.A's got to walk over there and then go get it, which he didn't have time to do. He was dead already. See, the Musketeer is even literally a counter to the P.E.K.K.A. That's how OP it is. It's literally a counter. I royally messed that zap up. That was horrible. I was like, I think I was looking at something else. I don't even know. But then I had to end up eating a ton of damage from the baby dragon. That was not optimal. It's okay though, because I already have his tower. And I'm working on the left one. I'm actively working on taking that left tower. So I was just waiting. I don't know how much elixir he has. So much stuff just happened in that last like 30 seconds. I don't even know anymore, man. But anyways, I Valkyried in the back on the right side. So that way he can't just insta-push. So I forced out the P.E.K.K.A. in the back, which was good. He just used 7 elixir, right? He can only be on 3. I play that Hog Rider. I get the zap ready. He ends up playing Witch. So I just go for the free Fireball. Why not? Makes it easier to defend later. Cannon. Like, look, this is very intimidating. You got a P.E.K.K.A., a Dark Prince, and a Witch. Again, leave the Witch. The Witch isn't going to do anything. It's on the opposite lane. I had the Valkyrie here, and he did end up snowballing my, what's it called? The Musketeer. But then I used the Skeletons. Even 3 Skeletons are huge against P.E.K.K.A. or mini P.E.K.K.A. because they take so long to attack. So just even, like, that's why we have these one elixir spells. And not spells, I'm sorry. Cards in our deck is so that we can counter that type of stuff. Look, he plays Dark Prince and Princess, or Witch. Like, why would you, it's just so bizarre to me, these guys, dude. I just Hog Ridered because the dragon was gonna get it. Sorry, this game is like a mouthful. So much stuff was happening. I just cannoned. I mean, there's 3 seconds left. But anyways, what I'm gonna try to say here, what I want you to get out of that game is kiting. Kiting is when you take a troop, like it's coming towards you, so like a prince, let's just say, and you put a couple things in a row, so that way it just runs, it has to run across the entire arena. It's going to be locked onto that skeleton that is running away from the tower actively. A good example of this is when someone plays a Mega Knight, which this is in higher arenas. If you're in this specific arena, you're never seeing that. You shouldn't, unless they're pay to win. But like, let's say if you guys know what a Mega Knight is, they Mega Knight right at the bridge, and you can place a snow golem that walks super slow. You could place him on the just like 1 tile to the left of the bridge that he's at, and he'll start running away from the Mega Knight, and the Mega Knight will just walk. He'll walk, and he can't jump because it's like the perfect distance. And the Mega Knight ends up starting at the bridge, walking all the way across on the enemy's side, meaning both Princess Towers are shooting that thing down, and then going back to his side, unless he's already dead, you know, like to an Inferno Tower. But kiting is so important because then when you place a tower, you know, cannon, Inferno Tower, Tesla, bomb tower, whatever your tower is, if you have one, it distracts it, and the troops have to kill the stuff in front of the tower first. Then it'll go for the tower, unless it's a win condition, obviously. And that, but a win condition doesn't mean, oh, I can't place my thing now. Like, no, like Hog Rider, bro. Like, I can't put skeletons in the way to distract the Hog Rider from the cannon. It's not gonna work. He's just gonna go for the cannon. I put the skeletons down in that scenario to help destroy the Hog Rider quicker. That's the idea. So right here, he puts a Royal Giant down, which I obviously had to use my cannon on his hog, so I don't have anything for that. So I do have to take, like, so much damage here. Well, that was not optimal. And then he played Mini P.E.K.K.A. to just... That was the cherry on top. That just made it worse. I can't even lie. That made it so much worse. But I was able to Hog Rider and then barely have enough for Zap. I know he just used, like, a lot of his elixir. Almost all of it. If not, all of his elixir right there. And, look, I mean, he can't do anything. He placed his wizard. That's 5 elixir. 5 elixir to not defend? He didn't defend anything. And I ended up getting his full tower. Skeletons, I mean, so, like, when you see that Royal Giant, just try to get a big counter push off of it. You don't have a tower up. Okay, that's okay. Eat a little bit of damage and get that counter push. If you guys notice, the counter push is always the same. Like, 90% of the time, dude. It's Valkyrie, and then it's Musketeer behind. That's so hard for him to defend until it walks over the bridge. If the Valkyrie walks over first, he can't play swarms. He can't really play air. He can't do much of anything, man. It's rough for him. It's just so bad because... For him, look, it's the same movement. I literally just did it again. Valkyrie, Hog Rider. Or, I mean, Valkyrie, Musketeer. My bad, he played the Hog Rider on that side. Anyways, the Musketeer ended up dying because he zapped it. So I just left it because look at his right tower. There's no health left on it. It's dead. Here comes Mini P.E.K.K.A. All I do is skeletons. It's out of range of the cannon, which is a little bit unfortunate. But look, Musketeer just cleans it up. Dude, this thing is insane in 1x, this deck, because it's so quick, but in 2x elixir, it's even better. It's so much better. Look, I have 2 cannons on the field. Like, you can cycle so quick. But I don't want you guys to just, like, spam it. Don't just, like, randomly start putting stuff down. You know what I mean? Like, there, it was in Fireball range, so I just fireballed and didn't worry. But, like, guys, if you guys in these, like, extreme scenarios are just putting stuff down just to feel like it, and not putting it down with any strategy... You guys you're not gonna win the game. What I'm trying to say basically is you guys don't just spam stuff like straight on the troops. Just put it a little bit spaced out. It makes it way harder for the enemy troops to kill since they have to walk to it or fly to it. And it also makes your defense just all around better, like by so much. It'll improve you so much. Also, don't like take the stuff I say with a grain of salt, but like I'm not a pro by any means, guys. I promise you, bro. I haven't even made it to 9K yet. That's because I'm free to play, but like, I'm not a 9K player, you know what I mean? But, dude, like, if I would have known this stuff when I was in these lower arenas, man, it would have helped me so much, dude. I was stuck in, like, this in, like, Spooky Town, bro. The jungle one and Spooky Town, oh my goodness. Dude, I was in those arenas for so long, it's not even funny. But I wanted to feature this clip. This clip is actually from a little bit later on in the day that I recorded this. I wanted to feature it because it was recruits. And not a lot of people play recruits, which is why if you do encounter someone with it down here in these low arenas, you might be like, I've never seen this before. I don't know how to counter this. You know what I mean? Like, you can obviously just play cards like you normally would, but recruits is definitely a little bit of a special thing because it goes both lanes. It's a special card. It's 7 elixir for 6 troops, I believe. So it's pretty interesting. But anyways, I had to take a lot of damage from the beginning there, which wasn't optimal, but I'm gonna be honest, like, as we saw, I didn't really expect him to be playing recruits Skarmy. But anyways, the cannon here is huge. A building. I'm dragging all those recruits to the middle, and then I was able to just Valkyrie on that Goblin Barrel because he put it on the right. So I was able to just, you know, drag all of it over there. And now we have a counter push. The Musketeer's way too close, I'm not gonna lie. But then he plays, like, what is that? I mean, I still zapped it just because I figured he was gonna play something else. But, like, I mean, he just played a Skarmy into a Valkyrie. Like, are we serious? Are we serious right now, bro? Like, dude, that's just undisciplined gameplay. These guys just don't care. I was gonna play Hog Rider here, but I didn't have Zap. So if you guys see that, don't just be like, screw it, I'm throwing it. Don't do that, please, bro. That's how you overcommit. That's like, this is the 3rd point, bro. That's how you overcommit. Like, so easy. Is you see that your Musketeer's walking down. Okay, nice. That's good. That's good. He has to play something. But we don't want to play our hog if we don't have the spell to go with it. Because that's going to result in an overcommit where we need more time to build more elixir, which we don't have. Now that we wasted our 4 elixir on that Hog Rider to get maybe a hit. now we're like screwed, okay? Now we can't defend that, you know what I'm saying? So that's how overcommits happen. So that's what we don't want to do, is just throw the troop if we're not like guaranteed to get some good damage. Like now I can throw the Hog Rider, and look, I have the zap, perfect, you know, no problem. Now I think it takes tower, right? Yep, that takes tower. And that's the game right there, because that Hog Rider, I waited for it. I had good discipline, and I waited for that zap to be in cycle right after that Hog Rider. I insta-queued another game, looks like, and we're against, dude, I don't even want to try to pronounce that. Some of these guys' names are so weird. And dude, I go, like, here's the other thing I don't understand about this game, dude. I go up against someone with like Russian or Chinese or Mandarin or like whatever the language is, like foreign languages. Dude, there's no way I'm playing on the same server as them when they're that far away. If they're in those countries, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, look at this. All I did was I fireballed the witch, and the zap didn't kill it, so I E-spirited. And the Electro Spirit fully countered the witch. Now we just have a P.E.K.K.A to deal with. So skeletons, boom, he takes forever to kill the skeletons. Now I could just cannon, and yeah, the P.E.K.K.A's dead. Right here, boom. Valkyrie will counter that so easy. Even though it's 10, it'll still counter. And I have a little bit of a counter push. I mean, he has to play something because the Valkyrie will hit it. Now I have Hog Rider Zap in cycle. I get ready for it. Notice he's playing the witch. That's what he's playing. He's not playing Skarmy. So I'm gonna zap here. No, I'm not actually. Oh yeah, because the zap doesn't kill it. So I didn't zap. I waited for the E-Spirit. Oh no, I zapped and then I let the tower kill it. That was actually smart. That's actually, dude, I forgot I did that actually, because I played it earlier. I just, I zapped and then let the tower kill it so I could use the E-Spirit to slow the P.E.K.K.A. Right, because now the P.E.K.K.A's got to go for the cannon, which this dude also arrows. Don't know, like, why you would waste arrows on the cannon. I mean, the P.E.K.K.A was already dead. Like, the second that cannon went down, the P.E.K.K.A was gone. He should not have wasted his arrows. And actually, that ended up as an overcommit by him, because my Hog Rider took the tower. Yeah, he placed the Dark Prince. That's dope. But like, what's that gonna do? It's not gonna stop my Hog Rider from attacking. So all I gotta do is play the Valkyrie on that, which counters. Then he for some reason, bro, like this dude, he plays the witch into, and not even joking. You literally just watched it, like into the Valkyrie. Dude, I don't even like. This is why people lose games. This guy's probably wondering, oh man, this guy's so good. He's probably elixir cheating. You know, whatever he thinks. When in reality, no, bro. You just played a witch into a Valkyrie. Literally. And then, late fireball. Like, what are we doing? This is you guys. Chick-Echo, or Sick-Echo, or whatever this man's name is. This is you guys. This is why you lose games. Look, I hog the other lane. He plays the witch again. A witch alone is nothing. The witch alone's not going to do anything. There's just a musketeer and a fireball and it's gone. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that, it's gone. Valkyrie, musketeer. I'm already back to 8 elixir. This deck is quick. That, I promise you, bro. And then he doesn't even fireball the tower. I mean, it's already GG's. And I'm already back to the Hog Rider. Like, guys, this is how you win games. This right here, bro. It doesn't even take that much skill. Just separate your troops. Make sure you're not giving him too much value out of one spell. And I promise you, bro, you'll win so many more games, dude. But honestly, guys, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like and possibly subscribe. I think I'm going to upload more Clash content. It's kind of fun to make. But just sitting here and commentating, you know. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, would love a subscribe. Seriously. Anyways, though, thank you for watching the video, guys. Road to Supercell Creator, or whatever it's called, you know what I mean? Gotta get them up. Gotta get them views up. But yeah, no, if this helped you, just comment below. Just say it helped me. Like I want to know how many people this is actually helping. But thank you for watching. Peace out.